Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Soul Healings with Dana, and today's pick a card is all about how do I heal my chakras, okay? So for those of you guys who know what your chakras are, and you're just looking for some perspective on how to heal your chakras, you can jump right into your timestamps, and all of that will be found in the description box below, along with the ways to book with me or donate to this channel, okay? So if you are somebody who is needing a little bit more information about your chakras, I'm going to explain that now. Otherwise, you can go ahead and jump right down into your timestamps. So for pile number 1, we have the base chakra, also known as the root chakra. Now, this is a chakra that is located at the base of your tailbone, okay? This is the chakra that provides the foundation on which you need to build your life, your sense of security, the way you move about life, things like this. So maybe you are somebody who deals with anxiety, fear, feeling imbalanced, worried about living in the state of lack, worrying about things in a way that are fearful for you, like you won't have enough, you'll never have the things in life that you need, things like that, okay? So pile number 2 is the sacral chakra. This is your second chakra. It is located right below your navel, okay? Now, this is the chakra that is responsible for your creativity, your sexual energies. If you are feeling a little imbalanced in this area, you will probably notice that you are not feeling very creative. You might be dealing with some sexual dysfunctions. You could be withholding intimacy and other kind of intimate emotions, okay? So for pile number 3, we have the solar plexus chakra, and this is located right underneath the heart, above the navel, okay? This is the chakra that is responsible for our self-esteem, our pleasure, our willpower, our zest for life. You guys may have heard me say that a few times in a few of my pick-a cards. This is also a chakra that is responsible for, I said self-esteem, yeah, our willpower. If you are dealing with something along those lines, things like low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative tendencies, things of that nature, then this is your pile, okay? That solar pile number 3 would be specifically related to you. Pile number 4 is the heart chakra. It's the green chakra. It is the 4th chakra. It's located exactly in the center of our chest, okay? This is how we give love, how we receive love. This is also the chakra that is responsible for our self-love. It governs our relationships. So if you are feeling a little bit imbalanced in this area of your life, you could be experiencing depression, difficulties in your relationships, and even a lack of self-discipline in this area, okay? Moving on to our throat chakra, which is our 5th chakra. It is located directly at our neck, okay, right in the throat area. This is the chakra that is responsible as to our ability to speak, the way we communicate. Do we communicate clearly, effectively? If you are experiencing some kind of imbalances in this area, you might be shy, a little withdrawn. And this is also a chakra that is responsible for increased anxiety as well, okay? So there's a sense of arrogance too in the throat chakra. So keep that in mind. So if that is something that is resonating with you, then pile number 5, the throat chakra, is for you. Moving on to the third eye chakra. Now the third eye chakra is located directly in between, it's on your forehead, and it's in between your eyebrows, okay? So it is a purplish. It's called. It has a lot of different colors, guys, but mainly it's a purple. It's a purple chakra. This is the chakra that represents our intuition, our foresight. This is also how we receive communications from our spirit guides, our angels, and this third eye chakra is also very connected to the crown chakra as well. Okay, so this is, if you're feeling a little imbalanced in these areas, you might be experiencing a lack of direction, a lack of clarity in your life around certain subjects, certain topics, overall, you know. Then pile number 6 is for you. Okay, moving on to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is right above our head. Most of the time it is, the imagery of our crown chakra looks very much like a lotus flower, okay? It is our 7th chakra, and this represents our higher consciousness, our divine consciousness. If you are feeling a little imbalanced in this area, you will probably be feeling very either closed-minded, very like a fog-like feel in your mind, discombobulated, disconnected from spirit. Okay, so with all of that being said, that was the longest intro I think I've ever recorded, but it's all about the education in this. So feel free to watch all of the piles, or whatever you're drawn to the most, maybe your favorite color, however you want to do it. You can pause the video, take your time, and I will see you at your pile. Alright, pile number 1, also known as the base chakra, the root chakra. So let's go ahead and get into this. How do we heal this? So since the root chakra is all about our safety, our security, how we feel in life, how we move through life, 9 times out of 10, our root chakra is very deeply rooted into our childhood, okay? So if we grew up feeling with a sense of abandonment, maybe we had parents that did their very best, but we grew up very poorly. We might often feel like we grow up feeling like we don't have enough, we'll never have enough. So how do we heal this? How do we fix this? And of course, there are many other things to think about when it comes to our root chakra, okay? So maybe you're feeling a little bit anxiety or fear or something, and you know, it doesn't always necessarily have to tie into our childhood, and normally that's where it begins, okay? So how do we heal this? How do we move forward? I think that it is going to be this is going to be a practice of giving freely and receiving freely, okay? It's an equal give and take. It's creating that kind of balance in your life that when you go to pay for something, you don't pay for it with fear, pay for it with fear, okay? Meaning that I used to be this way, but this is many years ago. But when I would go through a checkout line and I would see the total and I would run my card through, like, to make the payment, I would almost gasp for air. I would be like, oh my God, I'm paying way too much for this. But it was for necessities, for food, the basic needs. And so something you could start to do and start to practice is to, when you go, for instance, when you go to a checkout line, you would slide your card through and say, you can say like an affirmation. Something that I've changed was, I would say, money flows in with ease and abundance, and money flows out with gratitude and love. So swipe your card, make your payment, and just say money flows out with gratitude and love. Mainly because if you didn't have the money to begin with, you wouldn't have been able to make the purchase to begin with. So, a lot of this, for this particular pile, this is giving me that good old money feel. However, it's okay to give. It's okay to give freely. Okay, guys. It's okay to not hold on to your material world and hang on to it so tight that you think that everything's just going to disappear. It'll never come back to you again. It's actually the quite opposite. It's the even give and take. It's the tithing. It's creating a flow. It's giving freely and receiving freely. Okay. And this is where you're going to fall right back into some kind of balance here. Okay. Now it is very possible that you need to be sharing the love. Now I'm going to go farther than just sharing the love in this particular pile, guys, but I get the sense that it's about just giving, and also receiving. Okay. So you don't want to give so much of yourself that you burn yourself out. You want to give in a way that is genuine and honest to your heart, first of all, but you want to also open the doors so that you receive as well. Okay. And once you create this flow, you bring everything back into balance, whether it is about relationships, about money, things like this. Okay. And it is very possible that, that in the past, you've kind of adapted, you've kind of accepted, or you've kind of been programmed to believe that, you wouldn't have enough. You'll never have enough, and that's what's created that imbalance and that safety, that security feel for you. And normally it's just because of what somebody has said to you or things that you've experienced in your life. So it's really important to place forgiveness on the past experiences. Maybe it's the people involved here, but just forgive that. Maybe there's a repeating thought in the back of your mind that somebody says, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never be good enough, something like that. Take that as a moment to just be like, you know what, I forgive you for saying that, but I am so much more. Okay. I believe in myself so much more. Okay. So forgive those who may have caused you harm, may have caused you to come unbalanced, come undone, things like this too. Okay. Now it's also very important in this type of energy, from what I'm gathering, is to make sure that you're not taking anything from the past, especially if it's tied right back into your childhood, but making sure you're not taking anything from the past and projecting it into the future here. Okay. Meaning that you're expecting things to go wrong already. You're expecting to not have enough money. You're expecting, people to come in and out of your life or hurt you or whatever from the past. You want to make sure that you're not projecting this back into the future. Okay. Because this is how the anxiety is created here. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're staying in the present moment, reassuring yourself with your affirmation, saying that I am worthy. I have enough. money flows in with ease and abundance, and money flows out with gratitude and love. And if you start using those affirmations, you will see how quickly your life would change. Change for the better. It's an amazing, beautiful transformation. It's like doing the trust fall right into the universe. And every time you find yourself getting hung up on this state of living in a lack, or you're feeling that anxiety, do the trust fall right into the arms of the universe, and rewriting that inner dialogue with your daily affirmations. Okay, continue to stand in your strength, stand in your power, guys. It is so important that you do so, and you stay balanced. Okay, we're talking about balancing that mind, the body, the soul, your spirit. Okay, we're balancing here. Okay, so with the strength card, I think it goes beyond what's being said at the bottom of the card, though. But just know that you can move forward and feel safe and secure in your life here. Okay, you don't have to continue on the rest of your life feeling that scattered energy, that anxiety, that fear of the future here. Okay, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. If this has resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2, or the sacral chakra. How do I heal my sacral chakra? Well, what I'm gathering for this particular energy, now this is the chakra that is linked directly into our creativity. Okay, it's also directly linked to a sexual intimacy, being intimate with other people. And it doesn't all intimacy can be in any form, guys. It doesn't always have to be sexual. Okay, but however, this is what this chakra is talking all about here. I can tell that in this particular energy, some of the things that are holding you back are your own self-sabotaging thoughts. Okay, these are the things that you're telling yourself. Okay, and this is kind of making me feel like this is tying into the root chakra as well. But however, there's a lot of self-limiting beliefs here, and I think it's going to be extremely important for you to take a moment to just learn how to accept your body, learn how to accept yourself, learn how to accept who you are as an individual here. Okay, now we are all guilty of sabotaging ourselves. Maybe we're telling ourselves that we're not smart enough, we're not capable enough, we're just really hard on ourselves. Some of us are actually quite hard on ourselves, but the reality is that we're all uniquely different, and we're uniquely different for a reason, honestly. I mean, if we all looked the same, we all act the same, we would be pretty boring. This would be a very boring existence. Okay, so this is really all about you taking your unique abilities, your unique essence, and just being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable in your own skin, loving yourself. Okay, embracing your curves and embracing what people would consider imperfections, things like that. I just saw somebody with 2 different colored eyes in this particular energy. It's actually quite beautiful. But anyways, we have to get really mindful of what we're telling ourselves here. Okay, we have to stop nitpicking on ourselves. We have to stop hurting ourselves, because what ends up happening is that we prevent ourselves from moving forward in life, especially if we're trying to accomplish personal goals and just goals in general, but some of our goals are so personal to us that we put up our own blocks. We stop ourselves from moving forward because we're so worried about what other people think about us. Okay. So for, like for instance, maybe you are wanting to pursue a modeling career, but you don't go for it because you have two different colored eyes, and you think that the world is not going to embrace that. The world's going to think of you or judge you, however, whatever it is. You have to learn how to love yourself and be okay with what we perceive as different. I'm going to use air quotes for you, different. Okay. We have to get out of this, because what ends up really happening is you blocked yourself off here. Okay. We're trying to put the effort into moving forward here. It's a lot of dedicated effort, but we have to put that effort forward into expanding who we are. The Three of Fires is all about, being patient with time, being patient with yourself, expansion, progression, moving forward. But if you find yourself running in the same place, it's gonna be helpful for you to take a look and take a listen to what you're telling yourself, learning how to accept and embrace your beauty and just in quirkiness. I just heard the word quirkiness. Okay. The nerdiness. Okay. People think of me as a big jumbo nerd. I don't give a shit. There's a point in time in your life that you just have to be, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with the glasses and the braces, and my hair was a scraggling mess. Well, it looks like that right now, but anyways, and so, and maybe it is that you make you might even find it difficult to have intimate relationships with somebody because of the way you feel about yourself, but again, you're standing in your own way. Okay. You have to really just listen to yourself, take a look at yourself in the mirror, and just love you. Okay. With some of my coaching clients, what I like to tell people is to really stand in front of the mirror and point out three things that you absolutely love about yourself, and focus on those three things for about a week. And then the next week, find about three more things that you could add on to the pile of things that you already love about yourself. So by come after a month, you might find your whole entire body from head to toe, I'm so in love with myself. And it's not to say that in a conceited kind of way. This is just to say, there are so many beautiful things about yourself, but you're just failing to recognize them. You're not seeing what other people see, and that's something that you have to keep in mind, is that most people are not even focusing on the things that you're focusing on. They're not even paying attention to what you're paying attention to about yourself. If you could just, walk with your head held high with a lot of confidence and just learn how to love yourself, you're going to push yourself forward, but you have to get comfortable with accepting yourself, and yes, that will take some dedicated effort. So work on the things that you're telling yourself. Okay. Work on possibly some affirmations, and try to tap back into your creative abilities here. Again, they're tying the words creativity and being witty are being tied directly into each other. So maybe it is that, if somebody did on the off chance say something to you that kind of makes you uncomfortable, come up with something witty, something smart ass, like just to, shut them up and just I don't know, get them to be quiet, without being disrespectful, unlike me. Anyways, just put people in their place, but, you know, be creative about it. Maybe it is that you do have something that you need to share, and maybe you can write a book about it, make a poem about it. I don't know. It's just using that, whatever you're going through, in a creative kind of way. I get the sense that, you know, you are about to make some huge progress with this. So hang in there, okay? Be patient with yourself. That's one more thing that they're squeezing back in there for me. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. All right, guys. So let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. If this has resonated with you, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Alrighty, pile number 3, or the solar plexus chakra. I am so in love with this. This is tying in so well for me, guys, because this is the chakra of the I can, okay? The I can chakra. Now, with the solar plexus, this is directly linked into our self-esteem, our self-worth, you know, things of this nature. And of course, with the Magician card sitting out here, this is the energy of knowing that you have everything you need in your power to make something happen in your life. You have all the tools, all the techniques, all the resources, everything you need at your fingertips to make something happen in your life, okay? And I love that it's crowning this Be Proud card, okay? Actually, since I've had this deck, this has not come out. That Be Proud card, not even in a personal reading thus far. So this is what this is all coming down to. And it's a very simple message, guys. It's just a reminder that you can, basically, you can. It's very well said. You can, because you have what it takes to push forward. You have, and you know what's nice too is that you're listening to yourself. If you're not listening to yourself, I think it's time for you to start listening to yourself. It's about you taking back your power, going for what your heart truly desires, how you're feeling about the situation, and fully embracing your intuition with this particular energy, guys. Knowing that the universe has your back, everything will come full circle. This, in traditional tarot, that is the wheel, okay? So, gosh, I'm so shocked. I'm so happy the way this is tying in for me, guys. Not only that, this is all about our willpower, our personal responsibility, and being proud and taking that time out to celebrate. First of all, celebrating who you are as an individual, celebrating everything that you've accomplished, celebrating just all the amazing things that you have done in your life thus far. And I'm getting the feeling that some of you guys are kind of beating yourself up in this energy, and you're kind of losing steam, losing passion for your life. You know, you're kind of running out of that mojo feeling. But I think after listening to this, you know, I think the message is very loud and clear, is that you can do this, and you need to be very proud of yourself. You know, for a majority of this energy, I really am getting the feeling that you guys have to take the time out to take a step back and just be proud. It's okay to be proud of yourself, okay? I heard the words personal setbacks, something like that. So, you know, if you are finding yourself, again, like running out of mojo or something, running out of that can-do attitude, I think it's important for you just to kind of take a break and just really pat yourself on the back in this moment in time, because you've accomplished something here. And for some of this is all about that personal achievements. You guys have made some personal breakthroughs here, okay? Yeah, you guys are taking personal responsible for your life here, okay? So I feel like the healing for this particular chakra has begun already. Okay, it has begun. And you're still working on it. You're still doing what you can to bring yourself back into alignment here. So I guess what the message is just to keep up the good work. Be proud of yourself. And it's almost like good job for listening to yourself. Good job for I heard the words milestones, hitting all your milestones. So some of you guys are setting some really awesome goals for yourself, and you're really hitting them. But at the same time, you're kind of running out of mojo. But don't get discouraged now, because now's not the time to get discouraged. If you get tired, take a break. Don't give up, okay? But overall, you're doing everything the right way, okay? Again, be proud of yourself. Strut your feathers like a peacock. It's okay to show off a little bit here, okay? It's okay to strut your stuff and brag about yourself a little bit. Boast yourself, boost your self-esteem too, and just be like, listen guys, if I can do it, you can do it, right? Maybe I'm getting the feeling too, like this is about losing weight. Somebody in here has been really focused on their health and losing weight. The words diabetes is coming through for me too. So I know that's very specific. I try not to throw it in there, guys, but keep up the good work, okay? Whether or not this was about your health, but keep up the good work here, okay? Continue to move forward and pat yourself on the back. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming through here, guys. It was very short and sweet, to the point for our solar plexus chakra. So let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about it. What is it that you are, what is it that you have done lately? What kind of goals did you have, or what's your next step, or anything you want to share along those lines with me, guys? That would be great. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Love you bunches. See you next time. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 4, also known as the heart chakra, the good old heart chakra. I really am taken back by this particular pile. Because the heart chakra is not only about how we give love, but how we love ourselves. And the self-love card is out to talk to you about that as well too. So, and I know I talk so much sorry guys, I know I talk a lot about self-love, self-care, or self-respect, things like that, and a lot of you guys have been really thankful for that particular message. It's come out in a couple of readings, and so we have it once more again. I think that, no matter what you've been through in the past here, whether this is in regards to a relationship, whether this was in regards to a friendship, things in the past, okay? In order to move forward, you're gonna have to learn how to let this go. Let it go. You're hanging on it just a little too much, I think. It's really, these two cards right here at the bottom are really tying it. Let me smooch these up just for you guys. I don't even know if smooch is a real word. So at the bottom of the card, it says, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take care of myself. So both of these cards are talking about taking care of yourself here, okay? So maybe it is that you've been through some kind of very difficult time. Maybe it's led you into a depression, maybe a depression where you gain weight, you just don't do anything anymore, or maybe some kind of an addiction. However, I think that you're learning how to love yourself and learning how to let go of things that are preventing you from moving forward, okay? So this is really tying in very well, because these two cards are talking about loving your body, your mind, your soul, and loving yourself completely. And and for any of us to completely love somebody else, we have to learn how to love ourselves completely, okay? And it is vice versa. If we are wanting somebody who is healthy, mind, body, and soul to come into our life, they have to know how to love themselves first, okay? You would want a very healthy, loving person to come into your life anyways. But if they don't love themselves, they can come across as somebody who is manipulative. They're just not a very healthy individual, and it's probably for the best that you don't hang around or don't get too attached to somebody like that, because it's just not healthy, But this is about you. So maybe it is that you've had a very difficult time. You went through some kind of depression, maybe difficult relationships, maybe lack of self-discipline. But I think what this energy is telling us is that you are responsible. You're responsible for yourself, okay? And you have made a lot of changes for yourself. And if you if you haven't made the changes, I think this is the encouragement to start making the changes. These are healthy changes, guys. We're talking better foods, probably more exercise, drinking more water, things like this, okay? For some of you guys, you're probably wanting to make a huge transformation in your life when it comes to how you're loving yourself here. Now with these two cards at the top of your spread, you can make it happen for yourself, okay? You can make any changes in your life however you see fit. It is very important, though. You have to be patient with yourself, okay? It's like Rome wasn't built in a night or in a day. How does that old saying go? It wasn't built in a day. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. I don't know. But anyways, and moving forward, I think that, moving forward, I think it's just gonna be a matter of you continuing to love yourself, okay? Being okay with who you are, supporting yourself, nurturing yourself, letting go of people, places, and situations that are no longer serving you, okay? I think it's a feeling of like clearing out the old to make room for something better here. You know that? That's exactly how I'm feeling this here, okay? So no more depression, no more difficult situations, no more difficult relationships, and getting back on that self-discipline for yourself, being disciplined about that as well. Okay, guys? So, and of course, staying positive, staying patient with yourself, and knowing that you can make it happen in your life, okay? And continue loving yourself. Continuing to tell yourself good things about yourself. Appreciate who you are, you know? Again, because the more you feel good about yourself, the better chances you have of attracting somebody who is right for you in your life, okay? Somebody who knows how to love themselves as well. Okay? So, with that being said, let me know in the comments below how you feel about this. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Alrighty, pile number 5, also known as the throat chakra. This is the chakra that is responsible for how we communicate. Are we communicating clearly, effectively? This is the pile for the people that are shy. Maybe you're withdrawn. Maybe you have an awful lot of anxiety. So here's what I'm loving, and here's what I'm hearing about this particular energy here, okay? I can tell that there's been a struggle for you to believe in yourself, defend yourself, but with your growth and your spiritual expansion, you're coming out of a very difficult cycle, okay? I think that you are learning how to tactfully tell people where to go, for lack of better words, because you're not getting yourself involved in situations that you know that are going to cause a fight, cause an argument. You know what to say. Is it even going to be worth saying it to that other person? Am I going to start a fight? Am I going to hurt somebody else's feelings? Things like this, okay? I'm loving the laughter is the best medicine card here, okay? Because I feel like through it all, through all the difficult times, you just learn that it's so much better to take more of a positive kind of an approach to any kind of situation that you have been up against here, okay? My eyes are drawn very quickly down here to that word drama, the human drama. It says, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. Sorry, I'm trying to read this through my screen. The words are like so tiny. Anyways, so I think that, you know, in this particular energy, you just becoming, I want to say more mentally stronger, but you're also learning that there are things not even worth talking about anymore. There are things that are not worth saying. I don't know. Some of you might even be growing a pair of balls and sticking up for yourself in a way that you've never stuck up for yourself before. Again, you're telling people how to hit the road in a very nice, kind, polite way. But I feel like you're no longer withdrawn, okay? And if you are still the kind of person that's still kind of withdrawn, I think that you're learning how to come out of that. You're learning how to maybe be funny about the things that you say, just so you can get your point across. I know sometimes people use sarcasm to get their point across. I don't know. Sarcasm isn't necessarily all that helpful, but I don't know. I can be quite sarcastic at times, but it does get my point across. Some of you guys might agree, but moving forward, I think it's just better to say things that are on the lighter side of things. Try not to be so hard with your words. Be, especially to yourself, because there might be things that you're telling yourself that might prevent you from, I don't know, however that resonates with you guys, but there still might be some things that you're telling yourself that cause you to stop believing in yourself. But nonetheless, I feel like you're coming into your own. You're learning how to voice your opinion. You're learning how to better communicate here. And it's kind of interesting how I feel about it too, because it's like there's a sense of empowerment that comes along with this particular energy. You're learning how to effectively communicate with people, and you rather not fight, but you would rather laugh about the situation. And maybe it is that you do need to hear that you just don't need to be so aggressive in your words, and maybe just start learning how to laugh it off, you know. Laughing at stuff does actually help increase your vibration. We all know how important it is to keep our vibrations nice and high, you know, guys. So we don't cause ourselves any physical ailments, mental ailments, things like this. But continue to laugh, continue to believe in yourself, and continue to just effectively I'm trying to be very cautious in how I say this, but be very effective as cautious as to where you tell people to go. Okay. All right, so let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this, guys. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Alrighty, pile number 6, or the third eye chakra. So with the third eye chakra being all about our clarity, maybe we lack the clarity, but most of this energy is all about our imagination, listening to our intuition, and the best way to kind of see is to sit in a moment of silence, okay? And this is done in meditation. This is really cool how this is tying in. But in the four of air, this is all about stillness, sitting in silence, you know, thinking about things, sitting in meditation again, and just connecting with that energy, okay? Now, it's important too, you know, that we create the space for ourselves, okay? So maybe you do have a very busy life. Maybe you're chasing around children. Maybe you're scattered all over the place. And this is one of the reasons why we do find ourselves in a state of, we lack clarity. And it is because we have to find that time. We have to make that time to kind of pull away from our situations and giving ourselves at least a good half hour to an hour of just zoning out, sitting in meditation, listening for those messages from source energy, things like this, and also paying attention to the synchronicities of our life, okay? So if we're getting a little worked up, we're overworked, we're just doing a way too much, and we're not taking that moment to sit and be connected, you will find yourself losing track of what's important, okay? Maybe there are times where, you know, you might actually begin to feel like you just don't know which way to go in this particular energy. Maybe it is you have a lot of big decisions to make in your life, or, you know, even down to the little decisions, you know. That's why it's extremely important. You just have to pull yourself and make that time to kind of sit with the universe, your spirit guides, okay? So, and paying attention to, like, your repeating numbers, your signs, your symbols, the way things are lining up for you, okay? Allowing the universe to show you that the road in front of you is already mapped out, but, you know, you're not seeing it clearly. You're not seeing your path clearly. That's really the universe's way of kind of just, you know, giving you that little nudge saying, hey, I've already taken care of that. You just have to continue to move forward so that I can show you what I've been trying to hand you for the longest time here, okay? So in that love card, I like how this is looking, because this makes me think that the way these branches are intertwining here, this makes me feel like our connection to source, and the source is all about love, Okay, it all comes back down to love. So I feel like this is you being connected to source energy and through your third eye chakra. Okay, so continue to and if you haven't already, maybe come up with some kind of routine or a time and a space where you can just go and meditate and be alone for a little while. Again, you don't have to sit for 8 hours. Maybe you could sit for maybe 15 minutes here and there, or even once a day, sitting for 15 minutes, just to slow your mind down, just to take in those little messages that you need to keep you moving forward. Okay. I think it's very important that we all come up with some kind of meditation routine. You know, we don't necessarily have to, there's walking meditation. You can meditate in the shower. You can meditate coloring, you know, whatever. There's so many different avenues and ways to meditate. You guys just look them up, okay? But nonetheless, continue to move forward, listening to your intuition, paying attention to your synchronicities, okay? And again, I'm going to say it because I've said it before, but take what resonates out of this particular energy. Okay, guys, I'll leave the rest. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if this has resonated with you, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 7, or the crown chakra. How do I heal my crown chakra? Okay, so with the crown chakra being all about our higher consciousness, our divine connection, things like this. You know, maybe it is that you're feeling very closed-minded lately. Maybe you're feeling very disconnected. You're off your spiritual path. You're disconnected from source energy. Something along those lines. Maybe you're just not feeling right. I know a lot of us lately have been experiencing, we just don't feel like ourselves lately, okay? That has a lot to do with the shifts in the moon, the energies that are coming in and out. Things like that, because that can actually play a small role into what's happening here, okay? But nonetheless, however you're feeling disconnected, it's going to be important. First of all, yeah, it's been hard for a lot of us to sleep lately too. Maybe you're one of those people, but I myself have been finding it very, very difficult to fall asleep like I normally have. Even listening to like a guided meditation. So I am gonna suggest maybe using some guided meditations here, okay? Now you have to keep in mind that seasons are changing, we are changing. This is all about transformation, growing, moving into a different direction. It's about our awakening. That's what we're talking about here in the Judgment card, the Blossom card. Okay, guys? So maybe it is very important that, you know, we go ahead, we get our minds clear here, because this is what the Queen of Air, she talks about. She talks about clearing out things in our mind that just don't need to be there anymore. They create distractions in our life, just cutting away the BS, maybe cutting away people, places, and situations that no longer need to be a part of your life. Getting a good night's sleep, and definitely standing your ground. And I'm getting more of like getting grounded in nature, guys, okay? If we are feeling very disconnected in our crown chakra, we can feel very spacey brained, or like we're just not ourselves. We're not ourselves. So I think it's important for us to get grounded, okay? Move through the energies the best way that we know how. But I think with getting a good night's sleep, getting some really good meditation, clearing our mind out before we go to sleep, being connected into nature is a very good way to heal this particular this particular chakra. Okay, so just remember, by doing a couple of different little things to help us fall back into alignment, is actually quite beneficial for us. Okay, now it's always important to understand that there are times that we're gonna fall back out of alignment, but it is up to us to continue to work on bringing ourselves back into our alignment, working on our chakras, and again, listening to the little bit of advice that I've gathered for this particular energy for your crown chakra. Because as we shift and we transform and we grow, with every little phase like that we go through, where we're shifting and it's gonna knock us off balance, but then we can easily come back into balance with all of that. Again, you know, maybe taking a walk in nature, things like this. Okay. So anyways, let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. Do you use a guided meditation? Do you meditate at all? What do you do to clear your mind out before you go to bed at night? You know, this is what I'm feeling. What are you doing before you go to sleep at night? Okay. So let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.